Good morning, mindful mamas. Mamas who are feeling a bit stuck in the grind, know that there's more to life, but you've got no idea what it is, or how to get it, or how to keep it. I'm Michelle, self-care coach for busy and overwhelmed working mums. I was that mum. I was you about 6, 7, 8 years ago, feeling like I was in a perpetual cycle of overwhelm, not knowing whether I was coming or going, feeling like I just wasn't good enough at anything. I was failing in life because, well, let's face it, society makes us think that we have to be on the go all the time, that we are not entitled to have a rest. Yet there is no other job on this planet where you are working 24/7 as a mum. And then when we then factor in all the other things that we do, such as the chores, and we're doing the work, and a lot of the time we're doing the work because we need to for survival. I'm really lucky because I absolutely love my work. I love coaching. I love helping people feel calm, collected, practice mindfulness, really get to know themselves, and equip you with an amazing toolbox of coping strategies to navigate life when it gets too much, and helping you feel like you're not always living in the mundane, and that helping you see the good in the bad, amongst the bad, and the light in the dark, and all of that stuff. But I know for a lot of people, a lot of mums, we work because we have to, not because we actually want to. And well, to be honest, most people work because they have to, because there's bills to pay. It's unusual to find work that you are really, really deeply passionate about. And so that's what I love to help with. And I'm on a mission to help you through this series and through my work, help you understand how simple and quick it can be to integrate self-care into your days. I've had so many conversations over my 20 years in holistic therapies that, but I can't because the kids are around. I can't because I haven't got time. I can't because I haven't got money. Well, self-care, a massive part of self-care and a massive part of what I teach is helping you prioritize what's really important to you. That's a big part of my Align Your Time, an 8-week mindful journey of self-discovery, and that's the work that I do on a one-to-one basis with my clients as well. Well, partially, that's an element of it, but I'll tell you more about that at the end. But there is always a way to do the things that are important to you if you actually prioritize it. But today we are talking about breathing into focus. Now, as a mum, it's very, very easy to be distracted. There's this myth that we can multitask. It has been proven scientifically that there is no such thing as multitasking, because your brain has not got the ability to focus on multiple things at once. So a tip for you today, when you're in multitask mode, just segment each task and finish it. You will feel a lot more accomplished for it. You will feel a lot less stressed for it, and you will feel like you're winning. And also, it's a lot easier then to get back into it if you do get distracted, if you're only focusing on that one thing. When you're distracted, I can't remember what the statistic is, but when you're focusing on something and you get distracted, so say you have a phone call, or your child comes and interrupts you, or I don't know, you just distract yourself with social media, for example, or you get up to go and get a cup of coffee, it takes you quite a long time, longer than you think, to actually refocus your mind into that particular task. So everything actually takes you twice as long, or maybe even more. So it's actually much better to focus on one thing at a time, because you'll do it faster, and it will take less time to have to get back into it. Imagine if you've got 5 tasks on the go, and you get that distraction, you become unfocused, and it's going to take you 5 times as long. That's 5 times more time you've wasted. So when you feel like you don't have any time, it's because you're not focused enough. It's because you aren't prioritizing each thing cleverly enough. I'm not saying that you're not clever, because I know that you're really clever, but it's just about helping you manage your time. So I wanted to share with you today this simple mindful exercise, breathing into focus. So when you feel like you just don't know where to start, I had a day like that yesterday actually. It's been a hectic week, but luckily I have these tools in my box that I can navigate these feelings and help me process these feelings. I've said before that I'm very much about welcoming all of the feelings. So the laughter and the tears, the stress and the fun element, the playful element, the curiosity element, because it doesn't do us any favors long term. It actually prolongs the stress. It buries the stress and creates trauma response when we don't process our emotions. So we can, welcome those tears and whatever. Anyway, that's a little aside for you. So breathing into focus. What we're going to do, we'll try this exercise now. Whatever you're doing, you don't have to stop. So maybe you're sat at your desk, maybe you're, I don't know, out for a walk, maybe you're doing some cleaning, maybe you're, I don't know, making a cup of coffee or something. I've mentioned coffee twice now. Maybe I needed to get myself a cup of coffee after this. So all you need to do is just become aware of your breathing. So whatever you're doing, you mindfully become aware of your breathing. So you could be hanging the washing up. My washing machine's just beeped to say that it's finished. So I'll be hanging washing up after this. So just breathe. So just pretend you're hanging the washing up, okay? And while you're hanging the washing up, just focus on your breathing. Or whatever you're doing. Focusing on your breathing. And now we're going to imagine your foot. Just connect with your foot, your left foot. Okay. And just bring all your attention now to your left foot. And you might not feel anything, and that's fine. You can close your eyes while you're doing this if you want, or you can just, this is going to take 2 minutes, okay? So you can either stop for 2 minutes or carry on doing what you're doing. So give your foot a bit of a wiggle, bring your attention, your focus to your foot. And now connect back with that breath again, while still focusing on your foot. And it's like you're breathing in and out of your foot now. You're getting super focused. Your mind is refocusing. It's leaving behind whatever you were thinking about before, whatever you were doing before. It's relieving your mind of that distraction, of that interruption. And you're not worrying about what to do next, because you're focusing just on your foot and breathing in and out of your foot. Mindful breathing. And you become very present and very focused, very calm. You're soothing your nervous system. And time in this moment actually stands still. You are slowing time down. You're slowing your heart rate down. You're slowing your expectations of yourself down. And then you can play with this. You can play with different parts of your body. So you could, if you've got more time, you could then practice on your right foot, breathing in and out of your right foot. You could practice breathing in and out of your left and your right hands, out your shoulders, out the top of your head, whatever feels fun. Get curious, play, get more playful in your mindful self-care practices. So how do you feel after breathing into focus, breathing in and out of your foot? How did that make you feel? Do you feel calmer? I feel calmer, definitely. And it was literally, what, a couple of minutes of breathing there. And you don't get caught up in whether you're doing it right or not. Like, you're breathing and you're focusing on your foot. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever, your body feels different to my body. What you've got going on today is very different from what I've got going on today. Our circumstances are different. Even on a day-to-day basis, like what's going on for you today will be different from what was going on yesterday and will happen tomorrow. So we have to focus on what we've got now. Now, you've heard of the book, The Power of Now. Now is the only time that actually counts. If you're thinking about the past, worrying about the past, then it's happening now because you're reliving it right now in this moment. If you are worrying or thinking about the future, wondering what might happen, if you've got concerns, or you're excited even about the future, maybe you're reliving a fun memory from the past, whatever, but you see what I mean? It's like you're thinking about the future, but actually you're thinking about it now. So we only focus on the now. So this breathing into focus is really helping you connect in with your body, connecting with what's going on with you right now in a beautiful, non-judgmental way. And that this is the thing, you can't compete with yourself with what's going on yesterday, today, tomorrow. You can't compete with how much work or how much anyone else has got going on, because you never actually really know what anyone else has got going on, how they're feeling in any particular moment. You can only ever focus on yourself and what you've got going on. That is your benchmark. So you need to decide what your benchmark is. Like, what is your minimum standard for how you want to feel, and just focus and use that breath to help you. That's just one of many, 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 many tools that I can share you, that I will be sharing with you over the next little while. So I said that I was going to share with you about Align Your Time, which is an 8-week group mindful journey of self-discovery for mums, busy, overwhelmed working mums who know that there's more to life. This isn't it, but you just have no idea where to start to actually make the changes that you long for in your life, whether they're actually possible. The time and the money thing comes up over and over again in my work. And the thing is, the time comes when you start to give yourself time, which is why I want to give you self-care tools to calm your nervous system while you're going about your busy days. And then you can start to introduce the other things. But honestly, believe me, the calmer your nervous system is, the more you slow down time. The calmer your nervous system feels, the less frayed your nerves feel, the more time you have, the more you feel you can do. Like, there's that saying, like, the more you do, the more you can do, the more you can fit in. Which, yes, it's true to a point. But the thing is, we are then living in this cycle of always being on the go, and we don't actually do ourselves any favour. So I started slowing down time, creating more time for myself, feeling like I'm really living my best life. I want to be the best version of myself every single day. For me, because I deserve it, and for my children, I want to teach them how they can be the same. I don't want them to grow up in a cycle of stress and anxiety and not feeling good enough and feeling like they're failing and, you know, feeling like they're being judged all the time. So I've focused on myself so I can teach them those tools and techniques. So that's the time piece. Honestly, the more you can Google it, like there's stuff on the internet about if you Google can you slow down time, or how to create more time, there is lots about mindfulness, self-care, nervous system soothing, meditation, and this is all the stuff that I teach. And then the other thing is you don't have the money side of self-care. The money side is intrinsically linked to your self-worth. I believe that if you aren't willing to invest money, and I say invest, not spend, invest, because you're actually investing in your future happiness, in living your most fulfilled life, in your children's futures, because they're going to have the mindset and the coping strategies to navigate all of the inevitable challenges that will keep coming at us all the time. Even the simple things, I don't know, there's just so much stuff always coming at us, and it's just testing us all the time. And it's their lessons. I believe that you never fail, that there's always lessons to be learned from every situation. So by starting mindful self-care for 2 minutes a day, you definitely have 2 minutes a day to do as you're going about your day, or even just 2 minutes to sit and put a timer on to do an exercise or something, and you build on it. You build and build and build. You lay the foundations to reclaiming your self-worth. You become more confident. You are that person who walks into the room and everyone looks at, not because they're judging you, but because they're so in awe of you, because you have this beautiful aura. You know, you have this beautiful energy surrounding you, and people are just drawn to you. Your relationships improve because you're not feeling judged. You're not worrying about what people think about you. You're more choosy and picky about who you actually spend your time with, like the people who you find the strength to say no to the people that don't make you feel good. And you surround yourself more with people who do make you feel good and who genuinely want to see you succeed. And that is part of Align Your Time. It's the group of it's a community of mums who want to cheer each other on, who want to see each other succeed, who want to help keep each other accountable and keep on track, because I know that you're worthy. The other mums know that you're worthy. And you can all help each other. We can help each other feel worthy. So Align Your Time is very much based on getting crystal clear on your priorities for life and your days. So this is like the what and the why piece. Like, why do you want these things? Then it's the boundaries is the second pillar. So getting very clear on what you no longer tolerate, your minimum standards for life. As simple as, do you wear perfume every day? Do you always wear matching underwear? Is that a minimum standard? That you always do, I don't know, a little yoga session in the morning, or you always have a glass of wine in the evening, or I don't know, a coffee with a friend once a week, or go for a run at least 3 times a week. Like, what is it that's important to you? And then we start to make it happen, introduce that. And then the third pillar is your mindset. So really focusing on what you're thankful for every day, and feeling really grateful for everything that is already available to you, because we very often live in a place of lack. So I haven't got enough time, I haven't got enough money. But when you start to be grateful for things, you actually start to attract more of the things that you want. The things that you're saying you don't have, when you can be grateful for the little snippets of that thing that you do actually have, it actually starts to bring in more. So it's called abundance mindset. So you can Google that as well. Abundance mindset. It's and like manifestation. And it makes you feel really amazing. It makes your heart glow. It makes your heart expand. It connects you back, mind, body, soul, when you can really focus on your mindset and practice gratitude. And then the fourth pillar is your energetics. So how do you feel right now? Like being really aware of how you feel. Like we did in that breathing exercise. Like the body, the breath, connecting with the breath. Like, how do you feel? How do you want to feel? Do you like how you're feeling? What would you change? And then who do you want to be, like, in the future? What is your ultimate dream, goal, and how does that person feel? Your future version of yourself, how does she feel? How does she walk? How does she communicate with other people? How does she hold herself? How does she dress? And you start to become her by focusing on your feelings and being aware, and you start to embody her, and you start to bring her into your now. I said about that the only time is now. The power of now. The past is done, the future hasn't happened. Now is the only thing you can focus on. But actually, as you're slowing your nervous system, you're calming and soothing your nerves, you're slowing down time, creating more time, reprioritizing your time, and feeling like you're actually achieving what you want to be achieving for probably the first time in a long time, maybe since you've been a mum. You start to reclaim that time for you. You start to reclaim your dreams and your visions and the things that you enjoy, and you're not just working on being a mum and being an employee. And then you I forgot what I was going to say again. I keep doing this, keep forgetting what I was going to say. What was I saying? I got distracted then. Kiki gave me a heart, thank you. And that's distracted me. Focus on my foot. Breathing. Yeah. So so there's the past is done. It's only now that counts. And when we can start to mindfully look after ourselves emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, we do start to slow down that time, and then we start to reclaim our worth, and then we start to feel really amazing about ourselves, and then we start to get more curious about, oh well, maybe I could see if I say I want to feel more confident today, well, how can I feel more confident today? How can I feel more productive today? You can use the tools again. You're building on these coping strategies. So if you want to know more, I'll pop the link in the comments. And I have been mulling over this week how I can serve mums who I know really need this in their lives, to get out of the grind and to really step into who they're meant to be. I feel like so many mums' lights are dimmed with this belief that we have to serve our children all the time. We have to be there for everyone else all the time. And we dim our own lights. We squash our own self-worth. And I don't want that to happen anymore. I want to see you thrive. I really want you to find yourself, and believe in yourself and live the life that you're here to live, that, you know, soul knows that you are here to live. So, and because a lot of mums have said to me about the money and the time issue, and this is even before they've had any more information, so it's literally like a programmed response, that no time, no money, and there's no judgment there, because I was that mum too. But I have learned that the more I invest in myself and my self-worth, the more amazing I feel. And actually, it really does have such a huge impact on my family. My husband, he's like, I took the boys shopping, food shopping on Sunday, and my husband stayed behind, and he prepared the dinner. He cooked roast dinner, which is amazing. But I told him when we went out, I said, make sure you sit down and get some time to yourself. And when we got back, he was sat down with a beer watching TV. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Like, there's no way a few months ago he would have done that. He would have just found something else to do and something else to do, something else to do. So I'm leading the way for him as well, to soothe his nervous system and to keep him calmer and lead a happier, more fulfilling life as well. It's really powerful stuff. So because I just want to serve you, I've decided that if you look at the information, look at it, see how much value you think it's going to bring to you, and you literally pay what you can afford. Pay what you feel it's what you can afford, honestly afford, between say £20 and whatever price you've seen. So whether it's the early bird offer or the full price next week, or the special Mama Sanctuary Facebook community price that I've given you, or I've reached out to you, whatever you can afford, if you honestly, what you know your financial situation, I want to serve, I want to help you. So, and as long as you do the work and you commit to the work, then I want to bring you on. So send me a DM if you're interested. I'll pop the link in the comments. Happy breathing into focus today. Stay super focused. I hope, let me know if that helps, how you feel after doing that. And I'll see you tomorrow for our final Mindful Mama Finding Calm in the Chaos workshop, which is all about finding stillness, which is something very crucial that we don't give ourselves. So have a brilliant day, and I'll send you loads of love, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Bye from a really sunny Scotland today. But I've got the curtain closed and you can still see the sun on my face. Take care. Bye.